What's up, guys? It is that time of month again for the monthly update. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic. It has been a little over a month, I do believe, since the last update. You guys know I'm always late on these. We're about a week late, but this is going to be May's update here. I did have some more stuff come in since the beginning of this month, but I'm going to hold that until the next update and just do the stuff that actually came in May. But with that being said, let's dive into this. A few of these are not available just yet, but most of the stuff is available right now. We're going to start out with the review stuff like we normally do. This is definitely a lot smaller update than the last one. The last update was just insane. I don't know what happened that month, but yeah. I'm going to start off with something that is a little different. We have a book in for review. I was messaged through my TikTok email, and they wanted to send this over, and I of course had to say yes. This is the brand new book on Clint Eastwood. This is available on July 7th if you guys want to pick this up wherever you buy your books from. I will leave the Amazon link in the comment section of this video if you guys want to grab this. This is sent over by HarperCollins and what is it, Mariner Books. I'm not the biggest book person. I do own a few books. I do know how to read, okay? But if you're gonna get a book, why not get a book on one of the greatest American film icons to ever exist? I mean, writer, director, producer, just all kinds of stuff. I mean, just tons of films in his filmography. And I mean, Clint Eastwood, it doesn't get more, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't get more proper. I don't know, just a great human being, even outside of cinema. So had to get this one. This is the proof edition, you guys can see there. So if you guys order this, you guys will get this with a half slipcover and everything. You can see on the back there. And you can choose between paperback or a hardback book, or of course the audiobook and stuff like that, however you guys prefer to get your books. But yeah, I'm not the biggest book person, but I do enjoy a good read, and this is very fascinating from what I've read so far. I haven't dove into it all the way, but I did skim through it a little bit, the beginning, middle, and ends, just to see. But there is a lot of detail in here about his early life and his family and everything, and of course moving on to his film career and everything. Very well written, and this is written by Sean Levy, if you guys are familiar with that name. But yeah, huge thanks to HarperCollins for sending this over, and I cannot wait to finish reading this. This is a total of, let's see, there's a bunch of blank pages in the back. So again, this is the proof edition, so your guys' will be a little bit different. That's the sources. I'm going to say it's about a 500-page book here. So pretty quick read. I know a lot of people read like a book in a day, which is just insane. Like a book like this, it takes me a little bit longer between this and trying to watch movies to review and work and everything else. But what I've read so far of this is very fascinating, very informative read on this. So again, July 7th, if you guys want to pick up this brand new Clint Eastwood book. All right, moving on to what we normally do here. Let's do the review stuff for the movies here. First up, sent over by Universal Blumhouse release here. This is the Blu-ray of The Woman in the Yard. No 4K release for this as of right now, but you guys know sometimes they put out a 4K release later. I enjoyed this movie. I didn't think it was that bad. I got a lot of negative reviews when it came out, but I thought it was pretty good. And the guy who plays the son in this did absolutely fantastic. I mean, this does deal with self-trauma and everything, and a family dealing with loss and all that. And I thought it was a different little bit of a take on that. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. I enjoyed it overall. I thought it was pretty decent. You do get a making of on here, and beneath the veil, or veil, I don't know, veil. Some behind the scenes on the woman that plays the woman in the yard and all that. And yeah, again, I mean, for a PG-13 horror movie, I mean, I've seen worse from Blumhouse. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys thought of that one. Again, most of these are going to be available right now. All right, one of my favorite TV shows of recent times, guys. We got Landman season 1 sent over by Paramount, and I cannot wait for season 2. This show is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, Billy Bob Thornton in here. You get Demi Moore, John Hamm, and what's her name? I'm drawing a blank. Why can't I think of her name? Ali Lauder. Absolute fantastic cast. I mean, this deals with family issues, of course, the oil industry, money, greed, all that kind of stuff. And just this show, guys, if you have not seen this is streaming on Paramount Plus. Watch this show because this is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be diving into this bonus content here soon. You got 85 minutes of bonus content. I can't wait to check that out. But yeah, I have seen all of season 1, and I cannot recommend this show enough. If you guys don't have Paramount Plus, grab this Blu-ray. Absolutely fantastic. All right, next up, this one is available on June 17th. Over from Mill Creek, guys, we have the brand new rad Blu-ray with the shiny foil slip. It's all embossed where it says rad. Now, I do have the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome, but that 4K does not include a feature-length rad documentary. Now, it says feature-length. It is right about an hour, so not quite as long as like this feature, but I guess anything like an hour, we're going to just call feature-length, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm definitely keeping both versions. So if you have the 4K and you're a huge fan of this movie like myself, grew up with this movie, I grew up on BMX bikes, all that good stuff in the 80s, 90s. This is a staple of anyone born in the 80s, especially, or early 90s. This is well worth the admission alone just for that documentary. The Blu-ray looks pretty good, not as quite as good as the 4K, but it still looks really good. And you do get some carried over features on here, some other bonus content right there. Which is on the previous releases, but this slip, you got reverse art underneath. Well, not reverse, but different art underneath, and you do get disc art on there as well. This is from Mill Creek in association with Utopia, and I know Utopia was a partner, or is, I don't even know if they are anymore, with Vinegar Syndrome. So, yeah. Rad. What was the date on this again? June 17th. If you guys want to pick this one up. Again, if you're a huge fan of this movie, the slip is amazing, and that documentary is fantastic. I did watch the documentary. I did rewatch the film because I wanted to check out the transfer, and then I just started watching it again because I love this movie. And, it's rad, guys. Come on. This is not a movie that they make anymore, and I love movies set in this time period. It was just... it takes you back to that simpler time when life was just, I'm not going to say easy, but it just made sense. You know what I mean? It just, you didn't have everybody on social media, on their phones, all this. You didn't have all the crap and politics in your face all the time. I'm sure there was still stuff that went on that we didn't know about, okay? Because we didn't have people on social media telling us every 5 minutes what was going on in the political world or whatever. It was just a simple time. We didn't worry about none of that stuff. We just went out, had fun, hung out with our friends, got on our BMX bikes, and went and just enjoyed life. And it was amazing. I'm so glad I got to experience that. I feel kind of bad for kids of the world today because they're just not going to experience life like this. That's just the sad truth. But rad, guys. It's a rad release. All right. Sent over by 101 Films and available June 23rd. I love this movie, guys. I absolutely, this to me is one of those hidden gems that just did not get out there like some of his other films, and that is Castle Freak from 1995. Though this is a mid-90s release, it feels like an 80s film for sure. You got Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs, Stuart Gordon, the team behind Reanimator and From Beyond, which are absolutely fantastic as well. A little bit tamer film than those, for sure. Not as heavy on the gore and just the out-there-ness of those films. But this is still absolutely fantastic. You got a husband and wife, Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs, dealing with some trauma. They lose their son in this car accident. Their daughter's blind. They inherit this mansion. And unknown to them, there's this dark family secret in this, castle. Sorry, it is Castle Freak. Did I say mansion? Anyways, they inherit this castle. A castle is a mansion, but anyways, they inherit this castle, right? And there's this freak that lives in the basement, which the effects on the freak look amazing. They hold up well today. And so now they have this freak on their hands, and they're dealing with this trauma of losing their child and all this, which is just tearing their marriage apart. They are constantly at each other and everything. And their daughter, the freak becomes like obsessed with the daughter a little bit. There's some sexual tension going on there for sure. And the husband, Jeffrey Combs, is out doing his own thing, bringing women back. I'm not going to give away anything what happens to the woman, but it's pretty gnarly. But yeah, I mean, this movie is just absolutely fantastic. Again, not as much gore as those, not overly gory, but the gore is done really well. And again, the freak looks amazing. I love the makeup effects on this. And this is shot in Charles Band's castle that he owned at the time. Of course, this was an old full moon production. And they actually stayed, the cast and crew stayed in that castle in this film and some other films that he did with that castle that he had or has. I don't even know if he has it anymore. But just, it's crazy how they used to make films back in the day. I don't think they would do that now. I don't know, maybe they would. But tons of bonus features on here, including some new bonus content. I do have the 88 Filmz release of this, but this definitely has some bonus content that doesn't. And of course, this is the Black Label line limited edition here. You got your reverse sleeve art there. And of course, the Black Labels come with your booklets, which, you know, notes on the film and everything. So including those bonus features and the information you get in here, you guys are going to know everything you need to know about Castle Freak. And I could not be happier. When I came home and saw this, I had no idea this was coming. Sometimes they reply to your request, sometimes they don't. This just showed up, so I was super ecstatic. I don't get too many of these from 101. But I could not be happier. This is Region B, by the way. So you do need a Region Free player to play this, but if you're a collector like myself, especially a big horror fan like myself, a lot of your great releases are going to be coming from overseas, and Region Free is the only way to be. I know a lot of the 4Ks are Region Free, not all, but most 4Ks are Region Free. But your Blu-rays are still going to be locked for a lot of UK releases. But yeah, guys, don't sleep on this. If you guys want to grab this, and I'll mention this later on in the video here too, you can pre-order this from 101 directly, or you can check out the movieroom.com. Of course, I am a partner with them, so you guys can save 10% using my code RejectFilms10 at checkout. Use my link in the link tree and all that. I'll link everything in the comments, but yeah, I do get a little slight kickback if you guys use my direct link. But yeah, you guys can save some money by purchasing over there and get that US shipping, and they pack extremely well, guys. I mean, bubble wrap like crazy. Nothing is getting damaged in transit, for sure. But yeah, Castle Freak, guys. 101 Filmz, Black Label. That's number 43 in that line. I mean, I got to promote myself too, right? Yeah, huge thanks to 101 for sending this over. I could not be, when I opened that package, I just lost it. I could not believe this amazing release was in my hands. I do wish it was 4K. I don't believe this is a new transfer, but it still looks really good. But I would love to see a 4K transfer of this, because again, this is one of those little hidden gems that I will champion. I mean, I'm not wearing it right now, but I wore it on my TikTok video. I have the shirt for Castle Freak from, I think, Terror Threads or something. I love this movie. All right. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, I'm still excited about that. Moving on over from Turbine Media in Germany. I didn't know this even existed, guys. I think I've heard the name. The other title is called Hexen. All right, this is Mark of the Devil 2. I don't think this like directly relates to the first one. I could be wrong. I've not seen this yet. This just came in the other day. But this is a brand new 4K release of this. From what I understand, this has not been available in 40 years since VHS was the last format it was on. It was banned in 19 countries, all that good stuff. You got some awesome artwork here. You got torture on the back. I hear it's extremely fleshy, a lot of flesh to be seen. But this is the brand new media book. This is available right now if you guys want to check out I'm still on Castle Freak. If you guys want to check out Turbine Media website there, they got tons of media books over there, guys. They got 3D Blu-rays, all kinds of awesome stuff. Let me see if I can show some stuff here. Of course, this is all in German, but, you know, everything can be translated with your phone pretty easily nowadays. So all this will be in German, but there's all your bonus content and all that good stuff. But I love Turbine Media's media books. I think they do a fantastic job. Now, this is cover D, I believe. There's 5 different cover options, and they all have fantastic artwork. You can even buy the bundle and get all 5. I don't know why you need 5 copies of the same movie, unless you're just like a huge fan. But yeah, let me know if you guys have seen Mark of the Devil 2, aka Hexen. I'm not sure. and what you guys think of it. Is it a direct sequel to Mark of the Devil? Because I love Mark of the Devil. I think it's fantastic. I got that 4K Vinegar Syndrome box set. And yeah, is this related to that directly, or is it just in association by title only? I know they did that a lot back in the day, especially with foreign films and stuff. When they bring them to the U.S. market, they would just call it part 2 of something just to get the name out there and make sales. But yeah, Mark of the Devil 2. Hexen. I don't know. All right. Now, guys, we're going to move on to our nice big chunk of Kino Lorber. I love Kino Lorber. I think they're an amazing company, and I am not just saying this truthfully. I mean, truthfully, I am saying this truthfully. I'm not just saying this because they send me these. I am saying this because I truly believe this. I believe they are one of the best companies releasing today. Are their slipcovers the best? No, they're a little bit paper thin. They're a little bit whatever. A lot of times there's not reverse art. There's never, well, I'm not going to say never. I think I've seen a couple. There's hardly ever any disc art, stuff like that. But those are minor nitpicks. My biggest compliment to Kino is just getting these titles out there and getting a lot of stuff out there on 4K. Some stuff on 4K that's never even had a DVD release. And it's just popping up on 4K like, what? But their catalog, guys, look up what they have coming out on kinolorber.com, and they are putting out some great titles that these studios are just not touching. And Kino is just picking up the slack, putting stuff out. This first release right here didn't even have a physical release. Nobody was going to put this out for whatever reason. But I think they do a great job. I mean, the 4K transfers, even though a lot of them are in-house, a lot of them are like studio canal transfers, stuff like that. They look great. I will say this, if you guys collect Kino by Kino, whatever, and I don't know if this is just me, but anything that comes with a 5.1 and 2.0 track, especially on the 4Ks, I have to manually switch it to the 5.1 track. It starts in just the 2.0 track. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe that's the preferred track on a lot of these, but almost all my 4Ks at least, I have to manually switch to that 5.1. So if you guys are like, hey, this doesn't sound that great, make sure it's on that 5.1 setting because it doesn't seem like the default setting on a lot of these titles. And I never heard anybody mention this before. But anyways, all right, let's move into this. Again, these are all available right now. And this first one is Bottoms. This did not have a physical release, but Kino said, hey, we like that movie. We're going to put this on physical media and let everybody own a copy of Bottoms because this is a fantastic film. I mean, it's okay in my opinion. But this is basically about these two high school girls who are trying to lose their virginity and everything. And to do so, they think it's a great idea. Hey, we're going to start a fight club and we're going to hook up with the cheerleaders and the good-looking women of the school and everything like that. So this does deal with, some touchy subject matters for sure. But you got Marshawn Lynch in here too, which I first saw him in Love Hurts, and I thought he did a great job. Ex-football star Marshawn Lynch, and he's in this, and he's becoming one of my favorite new actors. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's hilarious. He's got great line delivery. I think he's great. But yeah, he plays their not mentor, their like overseer of this club that they start. But lots of great comedy in here. The end of this movie is just bananas, guys. It is nuts. And I couldn't have loved the ending of this more than I did. I thought the ending was fantastic. Here's your bonus features on here. If you guys haven't seen Bottoms, though, definitely check it out. It is a teen sex comedy from 2023. I mean, I grew up with teen sex comedies like Road Trip and stuff like that from the late 90s, early 2000s, comedies. So this one, I guess I just don't understand some of the comedy because I'm old now. But it was still pretty good. I did laugh out loud a few times. So I think younger people are definitely going to enjoy this one more, but I still, again, enjoyed it. But you do get deleted scenes, commentaries and stuff. You get making of. But yeah, Bottoms from Kino there. It is rated R. It is a strong R on that. All right, next up, the comedy classic, guys. You can't go wrong. You don't want to get Munson out in the middle of nowhere, so make sure y'all got a copy of Kingpin on 4K. I love this movie. This does include both cuts, 114 minutes, 117 minutes. Only the theatrical cut on 4K, which that's another like minor nitpick of mine. A lot of times, I mean, every now and then we get the director's cut on 4K as well, but or the unrated cut. But most of the time, 60% of the time, it's every time. We only get the theatrical cut on 4K, which again, a minor nitpick, but I mean, if I'm going to watch a version of a movie, I'd rather see the extended or directors, because most of the time they're going to be the better version. But sometimes not though. I know I don't want to watch the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings and stuff because I don't want to be sitting there for 642 hours. But yeah, some people prefer that. All right, again, a brand new 4K, 4K scan from the 35 millimeter negative, all that good stuff. Yeah, here's the look at the back. I don't need to tell you guys about Kingpin. I mean, it's Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray being just crazy haired. Of course, Randy Quaid as the old Amish kid. This movie is just hilarious, absolute classic. No reverse art or anything on this, but yeah, Kingpin, available right now from Kino. All right, next up is one I had never even heard of, but you got Tommy Lee Jones in here, and I love Tommy Lee Jones. And this movie was really good. I haven't done a review for this one yet, but I did watch it. You got 2 audio commentaries on here, by the way. We got Nate Hayes. This is a swashbuckler, adventure, pirate type movie, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I thought this was really good. This seems like a movie I would have watched growing up in the 90s and catching on TV or something and just really enjoying. I love a good adventure film, and that's exactly what this delivers. You got Nate's woman is kidnapped by these bad guys, and he enlists the help of Hayes, played by Tommy Lee Jones, Bully Hayes, to get her back. And you got all the mishaps and everything that happened along the way. You got sword fights and all that stuff. You got ship battles and everything, cannons being launched, all that good stuff. Now, this is a PG film, but it's a PG film from 1983. So you do get a little bit of gore. You do get a little bit of like the gunshots and the swords going in and all that stuff, and a little bit of blood. But I had a great time with this. I had a blast. This scene right here was freaking awesome. When she gets captured for a little bit. I don't want to give too much away because, again, I'd never even heard of this, so I don't want to spoil everything for you guys. But there's a scene where she gets captured or given to these people. And I love the set design and the costume design during this scene with this tribe and everything. I just thought it was really, really good. Really well done. Really well shot. I love, again, the costumes and everything. Tommy Lee Jones was great as Hayes. I'd never seen him in a role like this where he plays like a pirate ship captain. I mean, come on. Tommy Lee Jones is a pirate captain? You gotta check it out. I only saw the cover of it when I requested this, and I thought it was gonna be like a 80s like shootout type movie. But I guess when you zoom in a little bit, I don't know. I mean, the pistols look more recent. This is set back in the 1800s, so that, I don't know. I thought this was like a shootout type movie. I didn't know it was an old pirate swashbuckler. But Nate Hayes, I recommend this one, guys. I had a blast with this. You do get reverse cover art, by the way. Little slacking on the features there. Just a couple audio commentaries, but really, really fun movie. All right, what do we got next here? I haven't checked this one out yet. This is Clive Owen, Malcolm McDowell, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, and I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. This is from 2004. I can't remember if this had no reverse art on that one. You do get an audio commentary. You get a featurette, deleted scenes and stuff right there. I don't know anything about this. I don't even want to read the back because I want to go in blind. I will be watching this as my next Kino watch, and then I'll have everything done. These showed up late, so I haven't gotten to them yet. And then I'll have everything done for the month of May from Kino. All right, next up, again, another one I don't have to say anything about. We got Wayne's World 2. I mean, I love this movie, guys. The first one's a little bit better. We got the 4K from whoever it was, Paramount or whoever. Yeah, Paramount. Put the first one out on 4K, and of course, Steelbook and all that. So Kino picked up the slack, released the sequel on 4K. Not much in features. You get an audio commentary featurette and some TV spots and stuff. But, I mean, still very quotable. Lots of good cameos in here. You do get reverse cover art on there. I mean, if you're going to watch the first one, you got to watch the second one, too. Why not have both of them in 4K? This is from 1993 on this. This is a brand new 4K scan from the original negative on here. I love the scene with Garth and Kim Basinger. I'm going to mess up the quote, but it's like, "Take me, Garth," and he's like, "Where?" I love that scene. But yeah, you got the Ed O'Neill cameo as the guy working in the diner. You got it's so much fun, guys. But yeah, Wayne's World 2, 4K, available right now. Never seen this one. I believe it was Screen Factory put this out a while ago on Blu-ray, but we got Prophecy on 4K from 1979. Not the Christopher Walken Prophecy. This is the Killer Mutant Bear Prophecy. This is one of those when you treat nature like crap, nature's going to get its revenge type movies. We had a slew of these back in like the 70s, early 80s, where nature takes like frogs or something like that. But this one, you get some contamination from this local paper mill in the waters there, and starts affecting the life in the water. And then of course, bears eat like fish and stuff, right? So now the bears are mutating, and it's just killer mutant bears attacking people. And along with that, you got them trying to save the trees and stuff with the Indian reservations and stuff like that. So definitely an environmental horror movie. 1979 again on this, runs 102 minutes. You got tons of bonus features on here, guys, if you guys want to pause that and take a look for yourselves. But it is a ton of interviews and everything on here, radio spots and audio commentary. You do get reverse cover art on that as well. I love when they do the reverse cover art. I just think it's a nice little added touch for us collectors. But I had a blast with this one. It is a little slow to start. You also got Talia Shire in here, of course. Yo, Adrian from Rocky. I can't do a Rocky voice at all, so I didn't even try. And of course from Godfather and stuff like that. But she's really good in here. So it's his husband and wife out there trying to figure out what's going on, and people are getting attacked by the bear and stuff. But really well done. Not overly gory on this one either, but the gore that's there is really well done. The creature effects on these bears are awesome. You get these baby mutants towards the end that look just really cool. But yeah, check out Prophecy, guys, from 1979. I had a good time with that one. All right, next up, another one that was originally put out by Screen Factory. We have Vice Squad on 4K. This one is about a Vice Squad, which is a division of the police department that's out trying to crack down on like prostitution and all that. When one of them is killed by Wings Hauser's character. Wings Hauser was just crazy back then. Wings Hauser's character, they enlist the help of this prostitute to help bring him down. Now, his name is Ramrod in here. Yeah, Ramrod, like Super Troopers, car Ramrod. And it says Ramrod on the back of his tire cover on his truck and everything on his Bronco. Pretty sweet Bronco, by the way. But yeah, this movie was really good. My only nitpick on this one, I don't think what's his name? Gary Swanson plays our lead in here as our lead detective or whatever. I don't think he had just the masculinity, the oomph of the character that he was portraying. I didn't buy it. I didn't believe he was his character. That's just my minor nitpick, but Wings Hauser is absolutely just bonkers in this movie. Yeah, Vice Squad, I enjoyed this one overall. This is from 1982, running 97 minutes. Just some crazy stuff that goes on in here. I know there's stuff I'm leaving out that I was going to mention, but look at those bonus features, guys. Absolutely insane amount of bonus content on here. All kinds of interviews, and looks like majority of it's interviews. Interview with the director, interview with the actors, all that stuff. 2 different audio commentaries on here. This is a 3-disc set, I do believe. Yeah, 3-disc set, so you got your 4K there, and then you got your Blu-ray, and then a Blu-ray dedicated to just bonus content. So if you guys ever picked up the Screen Factory, or you want, I believe this has different bonus features, you want even more bonus content, definitely check this out. This transfer looks amazing, by the way. Yeah, just a different kind of movie, and I love that it was all shot just on set, on scene or whatever. And you just get that feel of the city and everything. The city is a character itself in this. All right, moving on. We have the Creep Tapes Season 1. This is the UK release. It does also has a US release. I have not seen Creep, so I don't know if I need to see Creep. I think there's a Creep 2 as well. And then there's a different Creep, which is a whole different thing that takes place on a train. So I don't know, but I hear this is really good. I'll definitely be checking this out pretty soon. This was sent over by Acorn Media International, and I believe the US one is like RLJE's a Shudder release. That one is available right now, and again, it does have a US release. All right, next up we have Steven Soderbergh's Presence. I have not checked this out yet, but I hear really good things. It's like a different take on like a haunted house type movie. This also has a 4K release available if you guys want to pick that one up instead of the Blu-ray. It's really hard to see the back on there, the way they did the back. But I cannot wait to check this out. I hear this one is absolutely fantastic. I will be watching this one very soon. This one is released by Decal Neon. So huge thanks to them for sending this out. Definitely be watching that soon. This is another, I believe, Decal releasing, yes, Decal Neon. This is The Seed of the Sacred Fig. This is about a reporter type person who is just kind of losing his mind, and his gun goes missing, and he's blaming his wife and his daughter and stuff, and it's just like a kind of a mind trip. But yeah, Seed of the Sacred Fig. I have not checked this one out either, but yeah, it definitely sounds very interesting. So that's it for the review portion stuff. We're going to run through the rest of this pretty quick. All right, this next stack here is all from the Whatnot app. Again, if you guys haven't checked out the Whatnot app, there is a link in my link tree in the bio there, where if you guys use that link, you're going to get anywhere between $10 and $200 in credit when you sign up. And I've had a couple people hit that 200 mark, and I mean, $200 to go spend on movies or whatever you want to get over there. They don't have just movies, guys. They got Funko Pops, other collectibles, jewelry, clothing, shoes, all kinds of stuff over there. But all these are from over there. Everything was super cheap. A lot of stuff was $1 to $3, and then the higher stuff was still cheaper than Amazon and eBay. I think there's probably a couple giveaways I won in here as well. All right, let's run through this. The out-of-print Manhunter. This is the cheaper of the two options. You can get the Scream Factory for like $80, but I got this below eBay price. I think eBay, this one's like 30 or something. I got it for like half that, I think, or even less than half. But we got Manhunter, the introduction of Hannibal Lecter. And then we have Porky's, another out-of-print title. Finally upgraded this from DVD. This, again, I got like half the price at eBay price. And then we got The Pyramid. I think this might be an out-of-print title. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I don't see it very often, so I had to snag it. And then we have Shorts. I don't know anything about this. It gets called for all the time in my live streams over on TikTok, so I figured I'd grab it, check it out. Seems like it's getting a little bit harder to find. All right, what do we got next? Southland Tales. I don't remember loving this when I first saw it when it came out, but I wanted to give it a revisit, and again, super cheap. Yeah, I mean, you got The Rock, Buffy, and Stifler. I mean, come on, that's a great cast there. Sean William Scott, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and yeah, The Rock. I think there's a good supporting cast in here, if I remember correctly, as well. Yeah, you got John Lovitz in here, Mandy Moore, all kinds of people, Christopher Lambert. So tons and tons of people in that one. And then this movie is absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend this one enough if y'all haven't seen this. This is an upgrade from the DVD for me. That is Winter's Bone. I think I got this for like $3. And then this one was super cheap. I think it was like $1 or $2. I went and grabbed P.S. I Love You, because of course you got Hilary Swank, Gerard Butler, Lisa Kudrow, Harry Connick Jr., Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Kathy Bates. Great cast in there. Bruce Willis and Surrogates. Haven't seen this since it came out. I don't remember if it's any good, but you know, for a couple bucks, we're gonna check it out again. And then this one I do really enjoy. I thought I had this one and I didn't. It was like $1 or $2. This is Don John with what's his name? Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Scarlett Johansson, and Julianne Moore. So another great cast there. I mean, Scarlett, come on. Then we got Clint Eastwood. And who else is in here? Amy Adams and Justin Timberlake. Trouble with the Curve. I've not seen this. I hear really good things about it. Didn't hear really good things about this next one. I heard it was just absolutely terrible. Do not watch it. Don't waste your time. And I tell you what, I enjoyed this movie start to almost finish. The ending, I didn't care for. The very end. Other than that, I enjoyed this movie. I don't know, maybe just the mood I was in or what, because I already knew going into it was going to be more of a musical than anything, but I liked it. And that is Joker, Folie à Deux, Joker 2. I got this like half the price at Amazon, and it was brand new, still sealed, so I got a few bucks for the code and all that. But yeah, Joker 2 on 4K. I mean, I think out of pocket, I paid like $6 or $7 for this. So yeah, had to get it to add to the DC collection anyways. All right, next up, to finish off the Pandas, we finally got part 3 on Blu-ray with the slip. I've been looking for this for a long time, and I never see it with the slip, and I wanted to make sure it did because all the others have slips that I have. So now we finished the Pandas. We got 1 through 4 now. And then next up, this one's getting harder to find. This is an upgrade from DVD, and the Blu-ray is getting a little pricey. Great deal on it. That is Paycheck. This is an absolute fantastic film. If you guys haven't seen this, Aaron Eckhart, Ben Affleck, Uma Thurman. Yeah, this movie does not get enough love. Another one that's getting harder to find, upgrade from DVD. My favorite, I think this is my favorite Tom Hanks movie, and that is Road to Perdition. I love this movie. I love the setting of this movie. I love the cinematography of this movie, the costume design, the acting is top-notch. This movie is absolutely fantastic. You also got Paul Newman and Jude Law in here. Just a brilliant film. All right, to finish my Planet of the Apes, I've been looking for this one for a while with the slip now too, because I didn't buy it when it first came out, and this is pricey with the slip, guys. But I got a really good deal on it. It was brand new, still sealed, so again, I got a few dollars for the code, and that is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I did see this in theaters. Haven't seen it since. I didn't love this one. I think it's the weakest of the newer ones myself, but I still liked it. Now, saying that this is the weakest of the newer ones is not saying it's a bad film, but you just have good competition. I just expected more from this one. I don't know. I thought this one was the most boring of the newer ones, but still a step up from like the Mark Wahlberg one, right? But yeah, the 4K release, I don't need to slip off or anything. Studios don't do reverse art. What am I thinking? All right, next up here, I didn't know this slip was as bad as it was when I got this. It looked better on camera than it did in person when I bid on it. This is brand new, still sealed, Shout Select title. I don't remember anything about this movie. I know I've seen this, but this is the brand new 4K of Born on the 4th of July. Of course, Tom Cruise. I don't remember anything about this. I need to revisit this one. I'm sure it might have reverse art. I'm sure it might, yes. I don't know yet. It was, again, brand new, still sealed. But the slip is seen better days for sure. I'm going to keep it on there just to have it, I guess. But I mean, that's why I like buying from Whatnot, because you know if they do come with slips or not. You see everything in person. And it was packed pretty well. So I'm sure it was already like this, but it's got some like weird, I don't know, if like they spilt something on it. I don't know. But anyways, we got the movie. Next up is an upgrade from the DVD, and I know this has a 4K release from Paramount Presents, but it's like $40. I'm not paying that. I love this movie. That is Hustle and Flow. We got this really cheap. Had to finally upgrade this one. I would love to have that 4K. It's on the Amazon wish list. Wink, wink. But I can't pay that for that movie. I can't. I don't know. All right, next up, another upgrade from DVD. We have Crash. Don't remember if I like this one. I know I did watch it. This is not the Cronenberg Crash. This is the one with like 1 million people in it. You got Sandra Bullock, Don Cheadle, Matt Damon, Jennifer Esposito, Brendan Fraser, Terrence Howard, Ludacris, Ryan Phillippe, Lawrence Tate, Michael Pena. I mean, just an awesome cast in here. But I don't remember much about it. Next one up, we have the movie based off the movie The Room. We have The Disaster Artist. I need to get The Room. I know it's terrible, but everyone needs to own The Room with Tommy Wiseau. But yeah, you got Dave Franco, James Franco, and Seth Rogen. Of course, James Franco plays Tommy Wiseau and all that. This is a great like mockumentary type movie. I have a good time with it. Another upgrade from DVD here, the absolute brilliant. This is another movie I will champion until the end of time. Billy Bob Thornton, Heath Ledger, Halle Berry, and Monsters Ball. I don't know why this one doesn't have like an awesome release, a Criterion, an Arrow Hardbox, something. This movie is just an emotional force for sure. I almost said dirty words, but I'm trying to keep this video kind of clean. Which is unlike me. But if you guys haven't seen Monsters Ball, this is an amazing film. I mean, Heath Ledger is great in here. Billy Bob, everyone pulls their weight in this. This is from 2001. Man, 24 years ago. It does not seem that long ago. But check out Monsters Ball if you guys haven't. So happy to finally upgrade that. All right, I got this for $1, so why not? I don't have any like regular Scooby-Doo, so we got Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Speed Demon. This is a WWE original film. I'm sure it's fantastic. The only Scooby-Doo I even own is the animated Scoob movie. That's it. I need to get the Scooby-Doo live actions for sure. But yeah, it was $1. I don't know. This next one here, I got this for like $1 or $2. I'm trying to still build up my John Wayne. So we got John Ford presents John Wayne and Henry Fonda, Ford Apache. Don't know anything about it. I just know it's John Wayne and Henry Fonda, and it's a Western probably. All right, one of the best Steven Seagal movies, probably the best Steven Seagal movie, and I didn't own it. We got Out for Justice, brand new, still sealed, really cheap. I mean, probably one of the best Seagal running movies of all time. If you want to watch Seagal run, this is the movie for you. All right, so that's it from all that stuff. Now, again, most of the whatnot stuff was from credits from people signing up. And of course, the other stack was review copies. So this is everything that I actually paid for in the month of May. Because I'm poor. We can't buy that much. All right. The last of the 3 for $33 sale finally showed up. I showed you guys the other 2 last time. It was, what I get? Hawk and Animal House on 4K. So the third one finally showed up. We have Godzilla -1. I have not watched it yet. I hear it's fantastic. This took forever to get here. I think it took like a month to get here. At least 3 weeks. I kid you not. Which is insane. But yeah, Godzilla -1 finally showed up from that sale. I see this going for a lot of money on eBay, and I don't know why, because I see it at Walmart all the time. So I just snagged one. I do enjoy the movie, and I think the steelbook is really awesome. But that is the Wanted 4K steelbook from Shout Factory. I think it's a Shout. Yeah, Shout Factory. I want to thank one. It is a Screen Factory, but you never know. Here's the back with the bonus content and all that good stuff there. I only had the Blu-ray, no slip, no nothing. So now we got the fancy, smancy version on 4K steelbook there. This one here is another one. I heard a lot of negative Nancy's out there on this one, and I don't get it. I really enjoyed this movie. That is Captain America: Brave New World. I love the slip on this. This is just the regular 4K release. Nothing special about it. I know it had a steelbook. The steelbook is terrible for this, to be honest. But yeah, Captain America: Brave New World. I thought it was a really solid entry into this franchise. I mean, I like this better than a lot of people like Civil War. Civil War is well, no, the first one's my least favorite. I think the first one's kind of boring. But Winter Soldier is again my favorite MCU movie. I love Winter Soldier with everything that I have. I love it. But this one is probably my second favorite Captain America. But the whole time I'm watching this, I'm just waiting for Red Hulk. I'm just waiting. It just feels like it took forever to get to Red Hulk. And but yeah, Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, of course, as the president. I thought he did really good. And of course, Anthony Mackie, right? Shit, I don't even remember. Anthony Mackie taking over the role of Cap there. I thought he did really solid as well. Great. It sounds great. It looks great. I mean, I had a good time with it. All right, next up, I have not seen this in probably 20 years. I don't know. We got Jean-Claude in Time Cop. I believe this is one where he does the splits like 900 times. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Time Cop. Do you have did we not get reverse cover art? We did not get reverse cover art. Shame on Screen Factory, Shout Factory. Yeah, is Jean-Claude my favorite of those 80s, 90s action guys. I mean, I love Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude, if you're watching, I love you, man. But I haven't checked this one out. I don't remember anything about it, but this is another one I picked up from the movieroom.com. Along with these last two here, we did get the brand new 4Ks of Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell. I love Jason Goes to Hell. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Jason X has its moments. It is my second to least favorite. The remake's my least favorite. But it's got its moments. You know, you got the sleeping bag scene. You got the frozen scene. You got all that stuff. I mean, it's laughably, enjoyably bad, okay? But it does have its moments, and it's still Kane Hodder as Jason. Jason Goes to Hell, for me, is the Halloween 3 of the Friday the 13th, because you don't really get Jason in here, right? You get him at the beginning, and after that, not much Jason going on. But I have a blast with this movie, and to watch the unrated director's cut or whatever it was called, that's the only way to watch it. So if you haven't seen that version, definitely watch that version. It's like a whole different movie, in my opinion. But I love Jason Goes to Hell. Of course, these do come with tons of bonus content, like Arrow Video it does, and I love that these slips match the 2009 one that they put out. Of course, your original artwork underneath, you got your poster and your booklet and all that good stuff inside, and these transfers look absolutely incredible, guys. And the 4K is both versions on here as well, so you get the 88 and the 91-minute run times both on 4K. And I love like the gloss pops and stuff on these slips. And of course, again, these are from themovieroom.com. Make sure you guys check them out. And you get free shipping when you buy 2 or more. So I picked both these up and got my free shipping that way. But here's your OG artwork there. Of course, your booklet, poster, all that good stuff. So you guys can use my code, and you guys can check out my section on there. If you go to Partners Picks, you can see some of my recommendations on there. But yeah, I can't recommend that movie enough. They are collectors themselves, so it was someone who was a physical media collector and wanting a good place to purchase from, so they said, why not start our own business? And we're going to do this right. We are going to ship everything packaged really well. We're not going to charge outrageous prices. And I love that they have a section of us partners in there, and it's not just me. There's other influencers and stuff out there too. So you're connecting with the community. You're hearing what the community wants. So I hear from you guys, and I hear from you guys over on TikTok and Instagram and wherever we are. I wish a place would carry this or that, and I can reach out to them myself and say, hey, I'm getting a lot of requests that people want to be able to purchase this movie or this company or whatever the case, and I've done that already a couple times. Hey, you guys should stock this and see what happens, and they have done that actually. So they listen to us collectors. Hey, if you guys carried this, we would buy it. And that's exactly what they're doing, which you don't get that from Amazon or Walmart or whoever. They don't care what we want. They just care what your average person is going to buy. They don't want to stock a copy of Jason Goes to Hell on 4K or whatever the case, or Time Cop. Or those are bad examples because those will sell regardless. But they don't want to carry a copy of Cat O' Tells or something more obscure and like a limited edition set, because I think it's going to sit there for years. But the movie room's like, hey, people are asking for it. Let's put it out there. And then people are buying it, and they trust the source. They trust these people to get it to them in a timely manner, to get it to them not damaged, which is a big concern of us collectors. So yeah, definitely check them out. Again, I will leave all those links in the comment section, and they're there in the link tree. But guys, that is it for the month of May. Maybe we'll get an on-time update next time, maybe not, who knows. But I thank you guys so much for stopping by, spending this 45 minutes or so with me. Really appreciate that. Hope you guys are all doing well, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, because I know I won't see you guys before then, but I know that is coming up here soon. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, and you single moms who take on both roles of mother and father, and single dads who do that too. But yeah, to just all the parents out there, you guys are awesome. And yeah, that's it, guys. As always, peace, love, happiness to all y'all, and I will catch you next time. Later.